Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. There is only one thing that can make a great dungeon crawler into the awesome, and that is Solitaire gameplay. If you have an opinion about that, write it in the comments, because this time we will take a look at the best Solitaire dungeon crawler board games. So let's crack on. Dungeons and Dragons, The Legend of Drizzt board game. It is a fascinating cooperative game of adventure named after R.A. Salvatore, The Legend of Drizzt novel series, and allows you to play through the exciting adventures and quests of the Dark Elf. In the game you will explore a dynamic game world which builds up during the game by laying out tiles, and you will encounter different events that are driven by a card system. The game has a nice characters and monster miniatures. All players win together, depending on the scenario, by escaping, saving others, or overcoming the threat. Dungeons and Dragons is a fascinating franchise. Personally, I started to play Dungeons and Dragons in the form of such retro games as Dungeons and Dragons Tower of Doom when I was a kid, then Baldur's Gate, and only then as a board game, and it still captures my attention. It's a cool game. If you enjoyed the previous games in this series, then I believe that this one you will enjoy as well. Next one is Warhammer Quest Cursed City, a much newer game than previous one. It is released in 2021. Set in a popular Warhammer universe, Warhammer Quest is a cooperative dungeon crawler that immerses you in a world of danger and magic. I love miniature games, and this one features 60 miniatures. Very cool. In the game you create heroes and embark on dangerous quests, fighting monsters and uncovering treasures along the way. The Warhammer world, rich and tactical gameplay, make it a solid choice for fans of a Warhammer franchise. Overall, I would say it is a beautiful game with a cool game board and interesting miniatures. However, sometimes, personally, I feel like it is sending you on a kind of unnecessary missions just to get experience, and monsters are a little bit lack of diversity. But it is only personal opinion. Next one is Descent, Journeys in the Dark, 2nd edition. That's a classic dungeon crawler that throws a team of heroes against an evil overlord without any other choice as to fight their way through. So, game is cool. It lets you explore a modular board, battling monsters and completing quests. If you are a fan of adventure games, then I can guarantee that with its deep character progression, tactical combat and captivating storylines, this game will offer you a rich and unforgettable gameplay experience. Resident Evil 2, the board game. My passion for this game has a bit of twisted path. It's not straightforward. I mean, first, what captured my attention and interest actually was a movie, that is based on video game, and then I tried the video game. It turned out good, and then I tried a board game. And I cannot really say which one is better. I guess all of them are good in their own way. As I said, not a straightforward path. But anyway, the board game is a cooperative card-driven game where you play as the characters from the video game. This game is amazing. It gives that right claustrophobic, horrifying dungeon crawler feeling. Only dungeons are replaced with underground umbrella laboratory, where you must fight all those iconic monsters that you can encounter in video game and that are seen in movie as well. As you progress through the game, you must uncover the secrets and hopefully, if you are lucky, escape from Raccoon City. It is one of my favorite dungeon crawler games in this list, really claustrophobic and can be a great choice for sci-fi horror game fans. Sword and Sorcery. Sword and Sorcery is a cooperative story-driven dungeon crawler with a deep character progression system and immersive gameplay. In the game you control powerful heroes, each with unique abilities and skills, and battle through challenging scenarios and confront powerful enemies. The game's rich narrative and intricate mechanics make it an excellent choice for experienced players looking for challenging and engaging classical dungeon crawler experience. Really great classic dungeon crawler. Lord of the Rings: Journeys in Middle-earth. Set in a beloved fantasy world of Middle-earth, this cooperative game immerses you in an epic adventure filled with magic, danger, and heroism of the heroes. You must take on the role of iconic characters from the Lord of the Rings series and make them work together to complete quests and battle the forces of evil. Although it is not a typical dungeon crawler, its gameplay mechanics, rich narrative, stunning components, and immersive gameplay could be top choice not only for fantasy gaming fans, but for fans of dungeon crawlers as well. Yes, this one would be the best fantasy pick from this list. Next one will be Mansion of Madness, 2nd edition. Mansion of Madness also isn't a typical dungeon crawl. Personally, I feel it more like psychological horror adventure or something like that. But anyway, it is a cooperative horror themed crawler that takes you on the journey into the quite dark and weird and twisted world of H.P. Lovecraft. In the game, you will assume the roles of investigators exploring eerie and spooky locations, collecting weapons, tools and information, and solving puzzles and battling terrifying creatures as well. So, Mansion of Madness immersive narrative, atmospheric settings and challenging gameplay make it a #1 choice for fans of horror, mystery and dungeon crawler gamers. Star Wars Imperial Assault. Again, not so typical dungeon crawler, but mechanics are right. It is set in iconic Star Wars universe. Imperial Assault is a tactical miniature game that combines dungeon crawling with epic battles between the Rebel Alliance and the Galactic Empire. You can take on the roles of famous characters from Star Wars Saga, engaging in both skirmish battles and narrative-driven campaigns. This would be another great choice for sci-fi gaming fans. Massive Darkness 2: Hellscape. Massive Darkness is a cooperative dungeon crawler that combines elements of board games and miniature games. Players work together to explore a dark and treacherous dungeons filled with monsters and loot. So, Massive Darkness offers deep customization options, allowing players to build their heroes and develop unique abilities throughout their adventure. A very well-known game and really recommended one. Shadows of Brimstone: Forbidden Fortress. It is a new dungeon crawl adventure board game in the Shadows of Brimstone series. The game is unique in this list. It is set in feudal Japan, where the castle is overrun with all manner of demons, ghosts and monsters, inspired by Japanese myth and legend, and your mission is to fight the evil pause back. Game is nicely made with quality miniatures, has immersive dynamic adventures with 12 different missions, 4 unique heroes, beautifully illustrated components, double-sided map tiles, and captivating story-driven campaign gameplay. Really cool game. Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven is a massive cooperative dungeon crawler that offers a deep and immersive experience for veteran players. Set in a rich and evolving world, the game features an extensive campaign with over 100 scenarios. Yeah guys, this game talks about itself. And these scenarios make branching storylines and unique character progression system. So players take on the roles of mercenaries exploring a vast world filled with danger, intrigue, and adventure. Gloomhaven's depth, complexity, and sheer scale make it an excellent choice for experienced dungeon crawler fans. I love it very much. What do you think? Let me know in the comments which one of these games is your favorite, which one you love the most. If you found this video useful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel and hit notification bell to be always informed about new episodes. And that's it for today. Have fun playing these wonderful games and stay tuned for the next episode.